Hello and welcome back to another video where today we will be talking about Resident Evil Village, as some new information has come out regarding the game that you probably should know. So for those of you who are unaware, back in November Capcom got hacked and all their games for the next 4 years were revealed. So the reason I didn't report on this back when it came out is because I didn't want to spoil what the games were for you guys. With the information I have today, it links to the leak, so I'm kind of saying this first just so you guys know roughly what's going on and where the information has come from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the games listed first and then go over obviously the Resident Evil games because those are the only ones I'm interested in. So but let's start with the leaked games. Okay, so the leaked games are Resident Evil Village, that's supposed to come out in April 2021. Then we have Resident Evil Outrage, which is Q4 2021, Dragon's Dogma 2 Q2 2022, Street Fighter 6 Q3 2022, Rockman, which is Mega Man, and that's supposed to come out in Q3 2022, the Resident Evil 4 Remake, which is Q4 2022, Onimusha New Work, which is Q4 2022, Monster Hunter 6 Q2 2023, Biohazard Apocalypse Q3 2023, Super Street Fighter 6 Q4 2023, Final Fight Remake Q2 2024, Power Stone Remake Q3 2024, Ultimate Street Fighter 6 Q4 2024, and Resident Evil Hank Q4 2024. So those are all the games that was listed in the Capcom hack, but the ones that I only care about are Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil Outrage, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Biohazard Apocalypse, which, if you don't know, in Japan, the Resident Evil series is called Biohazard, and also Resident Evil Hank, which people are speculating is a game about Hunk, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So let's start off breaking it down a bit, starting with Resident Evil Village. It has a targeted release window of April 2021, and there's also supposed to be a demo releasing before then. So my guess is it'll be like maybe a month before, so maybe we'll get it in maybe March. I would love to get it sooner, maybe like January, but I doubt that will happen. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have about Resident Evil Village so far, until we get to the later part of the video with the new information that came out regarding the game. The next game is Resident Evil Outrage, which is coming out Q4 2021. So my guess is that would be kind of like the end of the year, maybe like targeting the holiday time. Some people online have been saying that either this game or maybe Biohazard Apocalypse could be maybe like a online battle royale style game. I don't really want that to be the case, but if this leak came out before we knew about Resident Evil Resistance, I'd say yeah, you're crazy. But now we know Resident Evil Resistance came out and it's like an online game. It wouldn't surprise me. Maybe it'd be a similar way to maybe Call of Duty Warzone or Fortnite. If it's done well, then maybe it will last a bit longer than Resistance, because I feel like the player base for Resistance has gone down quite a bit since its release. But yeah, I don't really want this to be a battle royale game. And if it is true, then will it be third person like Resident Evil 2 and 3 Remake, or will it be first person like Resident Evil 7 and Village? Either we just have to wait and see what the game actually turns into, and we should get that probably sometime next year. It might be announced alongside Village as like an add-on thing like we got with Resident Evil 3, but we'll just have to wait and see. The next game is I think that one that people are looking forward to and are also a bit concerned about, and that is the Resident Evil 4 Remake, as most people like to say that Resident Evil 4 is like the best in the series, and I have to agree, it is a good game. But I think the control style hasn't aged the best, and I think maybe with a few tweaks the game could be great. And we did see a picture of the voice actor who played Leon in Resident Evil 2 Remake was back in the mocap suit and recording something new. Another thing that was on the leak that wasn't actually in the article that I read was that we will be getting a VR version of Resident Evil 4. Not too sure what I think about that, considering it's third person, not first person. unless they do decide to Resident Evil 4 into first person, which I think would be an interesting move. But I'm not sure how it would work unless you move your head to move the camera. But that might be a bit odd, and it might end up causing like your neck to ache if you keep moving your head as the camera. Anyway, we'll just have to see what happens when it's announced. So the next game on the list is Biohazard Apocalypse, and just recently people have been speculating there could be a new Resident Evil Revelations game, which I would be so happy for, because I really enjoyed the first one, and I enjoyed the second one from what I played of it. I haven't finished Revelations 2, like I do need to get back to it, and if they do announce a third one, then that'll probably cause me to go, okay, I need to finish it. But yeah, because we haven't seen a new Revelations game since 2017, so I think we're due for a new one, and especially with the leak/rumour that Resident Evil Village started out as Revelations 3, it should be an interesting time if we do get Revelations 3, and hopefully it might be more scary than the Revelations games were. Well, at least Revelations 1, it wasn't that scary. It was still sort of Resident Evil 5 and 6 style, where it was more like action over horror. So hopefully if we do get Revelations 3, it will go back to more of the horror inspired roots. Okay, and the final game on the leak is Resident Evil Hank, which, like I said earlier, could be a Resident Evil Hunk game. And if those of you who don't know who Hunk is, he is kind of like a side character who you played as DLC in Resident Evil 2. He was also in the Mercenaries mode in Resident Evil 4. And I believe he's in Resident Evil 5 as well. I know he was in Resident Evil The Mercenaries 3D. He was also in the Umbrella Chronicles and Dark Side Chronicles. He's been in a lot of games. So those are all of the games that were leaked in the Capcom hack. So now let's move on to the stuff that's come out recently about Village. Okay, so I got this information from Push Square, and I will leave a link to the article in the description. So the article in question is pretty short, it's only 2 paragraphs, but it says that the game Resident Evil Village has been supposedly leaked online, and 20 cutscenes are floating around on the internet, so it's just saying be careful. And in the 20 cutscenes that have been released, one of them is apparently the ending, so it's essentially just saying beware of people making YouTube videos about it and potentially spoiling it. And I have to agree, be very, very careful when searching Resident Evil Village on either YouTube or Google. I would recommend just waiting to like not search anything up for the game until we get like an official trailer. Keep an eye on the official Resident Evil like channels and Capcom's like Instagram and Twitter pages. Just anything official, you know that's credible. But anything that people say maybe on YouTube, be careful, because in case it will be spoiled, don't go looking for them. So if you do know any of these spoilers, I implore you not to post about them, not in comments on videos, not on Twitter. Just please keep the spoilers to yourself until the game is officially out and we can all play it and enjoy it. So that's all I have for this video. If you've liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in another video.